Ready for future sounds, we break them down. Ready, break them down. Look. Before I welcome you, leisure level I care to do. Not following what I could do better than what they're showing you. Letters from how the masters do magic with only just a few. I know I came so correction, my only move to do future sounds with the music. Prove what we doing, won't never lose interest is what I meant to do within a span of lifetime. Once again I'm with the same amount of representatives. I've been stepping up through these portals, ignoring negative. Got the juice, I'm telling you how to sift out the hate. And if you want them elevators rising up, need a restraining order for clocking time to punch and knock the boundaries to taking over the town. Seek a population, I understand that it does sound original. No telling where we ended up, apparently direction summed up. Can't afford waste a second with like no guessing. Flip the car, provide the memory maker. So down the line we organize and profit from public ties. Total agreement to talking while they sleeping on the biggest chance of vision. Glance around to see the other side. Production not a function that's present. Rewrite it, need a stronger vision. With this gold you know I'm fishing for the cheese is so irrelevant. Just any type of motion trying to pull us, instead of push us further to the spotlight. These future sounds hella tight, so package right the first time, and it's highly appreciated. You love it each time. Continue to break them down, these future sounds. My foundation is super strong, break the ground and build a way to spend the day all 24. Just what you wanna do to keep the leisure on the loop. Like continue to break them down, these future sounds. My foundation is super strong, break the ground and build a way to spend the day all 24. Just what you wanna do to keep the leisure on the loop. Like a meaning in every lyric, perfect the rhyme. I gotta find a common place, relate the human race, look them in the face, inform them, then I swarm them with my selection of weapons. Polish up my sound extension, customers receive them. True ingredients, deceive them. What they doing to you every day. We searching for a way to always go and stay away. Drama from day to day when budget spending in the way. A dream accomplishment debated with yourself. What if I did it on the shuffle? I can put the game at rest and let it marinate till they congratulate attempts. You see my foundation building is stable, able to make a transformation that's better than these auto microphone to keep consistent every song. Important to keep the realest informed. Expanding all these options through the globe, you know they watching. The next of all of these consumers, a success to add the way they won't forget about me. How I came with Rhysbeats, getting chiefy with chief converting all non-believers can pay and go for these features. So tending no can't defeat us. I'm in the red zone, I'm trying to change my time zone and take my posse with me everywhere I go for mental notes. That all we see is luxury surrounding us, so proud of us. You know we chose the path to go to keep the energy afloat, sustain my move and train the opposite track of the left. And when the smoke is totally clear, we stand and left. Continue to break them down, these future sounds. My foundation is super strong, break the ground and build a way to spend the day all 24. Just what you wanna do to keep the leisure on the loop. Like continue to break them down, these future sounds. My foundation is super strong, break the ground and build a way to spend the day all 24. Just what you wanna do to keep the leisure on the loop. Like yeah, Rhys up on the beat. You can't compete. Future Sound Studio, and we live from the show that we putting on for life. Man, you know it sound right every time we coming out. When I drop in all this music, Future Sound Studio up in the head of all the races, and you already know it's like.